Biden has canceled the test of this Minuteman III nuclear missile. And this is what Blinken was referring to demonstrate restraint and avoid angering Putin because they keep saber rattling with nukes. Keynes, I know. Do you want to know? Oh, man. This is why I can't. There's too many cooks in the kitchen in terms of response. I just think that if you're rattling nukes, you're volunteering to get nuked. That's just my perspective. Oh, you want to be turned to glass? Boom, done. And hey, China, we're coming at you too. Just, And then I turn around and do China right then. Boom. Glass. Hit Beijing. Done. Don't get froggy. Anybody else want to get froggy? Anybody else want to upset the apple cart of freedom? Because you're going to get knocked right the hell back down. That's how I would handle it. Just saying. I know but you know what? It's going to be, it would be one and done. That's how I just kind of approach stuff. One and done. No, I'm not. You've passed the mark of diplomacy. Now, obviously, we can't do that. And obviously, I'm not in office. And there's a reason why I'm not in office, because that may not be the best solution. But that's just my solution. Not the best one, but that's because it's just long and drawn out. It would just kill everyone to avoid war. Kill everyone in one fell swoop to avoid war. I'm a little bit of a nihilist. But he canceled this nuclear test, because this is how, and I am not agreeing with him. This is me explaining what their perspective is to you. They're looking at it as, oh my gosh, Russia doesn't have they don't have a diversification of the nuclear armament the way that other countries do. And the United States, other nuclear powers do, including the United States. The United States actually needed more. And in fact, Mattis, for a lot of the criticism that came against him when he was going after Trump, there was one thing that I think really stuck. I disagreed with Mattis on how he was getting super political after the fact with his book. But he had made some really good points before then when he was explaining the need to make sure that you have a diverse portfolio, so to speak, of a nuclear capability, so that when it does get to that level, you're not just going to your one and only, your end of earth Moab. You have other things that you can do. And he was saying that the United States needed more options desperately, because the more options you have, the more chances you have for some diplomacy to weigh in. Loss of life is minimized, etc. And Russia doesn't have that. That's one of the things that has gone really grossly unreported, except by like defensive democracies. And there's a couple of other things that I've read that military officials have been talking about, or former generals, etc. Really good insight. And this Minuteman III intercontinental missile, the reason that Kirby and these others are saying that, well, we're demonstrating restraint. I think his phrase was, we wanted to show that we're a responsible nuclear power, because if they test this, then Russia's going to have another show, and then we're going to have to do something, and then it goes back and forth until finally something does go off. And this could also be just total for show. You could still, maybe it is. I don't know. I just don't believe anything. Isn't that crazy? You just can't believe anything. Don't believe a damn thing coming out of Russia. I'll give you that.